Oh boy, you lucky people. You stumbled on Big Steve's backstage pass, and we do no left turn unstoned. Mm. Big Steve's Grizzly Peak. Fucking get you there right away. You know what I'm talking about. And we're still here in Las Vegas. This is as we've drawn to a close of this amazing run that Dead and Company has done here at the Sphere. It's been like nothing else. And I signed on back in May, and I'm so glad I did because I've got an amazing experience now. Just meeting all you people, being here in Las Vegas, coming together with our beautiful fans and seeing who listens to the radio show and who listens to this amazing YouTube channel that we're starting. It's you guys. It's all for you guys. You guys are the best fans. You guys are the best people. And I love talking with you and hanging with you. I love when you come there to see me at the Venetian Hotel. It's unbelievable to see it from my point of view, how these people have opened their arms to us, man. And, you know, it's such a long history that the story of this town is incredible. It's like nowhere else in the world, man. There's only one Las Vegas, and that's the way it's supposed to be. There's a lot of other things out there where people try to be little Vegases in every way. But no, this is the place, man. And people come from all over the world now to see the attractions here, to see the incredible things. And so they open their hearts to us. They saw something in this Grateful Dead experience at the Sphere, and we now have the record for playing there the longest time for Dead and Company. It's not the Grateful Dead, it's Dead and Company, an offshoot of this whole world. But what's come together here, all the people, and I just couldn't miss it for all the world to be with you guys, to be with my fans and family, and to hear your stories. It's touched my heart. It's touched my heart deeply. Each one of you are the most amazing people to hold your hands, to hear you tell me about your children that you have with you and what your experience is, and how you've been listening to the radio show and listening to this YouTube channel to try to absorb everything you can about this amazing scene. And I'm so lucky to have seen it from the early days to now. This is a tribute to our lives and what we built and did it. And so when I do my radio show here on Thursdays, these people have built me this studio that we come to and we meet on all the show days to chat and talk and have little presents. Tomorrow is going to be Jerry's birthday. So I want to see all of you at the Venetian and the Palazzo where they come together. That's right where we are. When you see the big love sign, just come up the escalator, and there you'll see Big Steve in my radio booth and talking to all of you. But tomorrow's going to be a great party. Lots of presents. I'm bringing lots of Grizzly Peak presents, lots of Jerry Wellness presents. We are going to have a really good time. And I want you all to come. And this is our big send off to Vegas, too, because that's a special day, Jerry's birthday. We got to admit that. And all of this coming together and being the start of the days between, as they're called, because you go from here to the 9th or 10th, but we want to celebrate Jerry's existence. We're about that. And it's incredible, the whole story and the magic of it all. Now, here's a good friend, Will. He's an artist. You guys are such great artists. And meeting you all, coming, you tell me your stories and you bring me little things that you made. And that is what the scene is about. Giving a place for artists to flourish and for anybody is gifted. Every one of us is gifted, and that's what the color. Why I'm wearing this tie dye. We used to wear tie dye all the time. Later on, when we went to black T-shirts, it was because we got to a point where we had to blend in with the scenery. We thought maybe we shouldn't be so outstanding, outlandishly, but it became the rigor of the industry. Now, wherever you go on rock and roll shows, you see everybody in black. Today, I'm going back to the early days where we wore the color that you guys are the most colorful people ever. I saw it all happen. I saw everybody come to town. Here's two good friends of mine, Cheris and uh, Mallory, and they represent the spirit of the Grateful Dead that goes on in our hearts, man. And they're just really capture the spirit and carry it on. And so does each and every one of you. I love meeting you all so much because it's the purest thing in the world. It's the most amazing thing, what it does for people. And to have all of the friendship, where else can you have a band that brings you so much friendship? And if you go back in the history of this town, it was all glitz and glamour that started it because it was the only place in America where gambling was legal. Because in the pioneer days when America was being settled and people were just coming out to this country, you got to remember Arizona and Nevada, they didn't even become states until 1910, 1912. And so they were young states. And so they didn't have populations. And places like Nevada were full of miners and prospectors. And so they wanted saloons where they could drink, have women brought in, and have a party of the style of single men because that's who was all living here. Now that became a thing that grew out into these saloons and these dance halls and party places, and the state was quiet for years and years, lived their own little thing, as the prospectors were the ones that lived here and miners. So then now it comes to World War II, and this place becomes very important because this was a perfect stopover to refuel planes on their way to the West Coast and East Coast. So this became a big center for military traffic. And so people discovered it and started figuring on it. Now, who stumbled into it? Some heavy duty people who knew how to run casinos. And that, of course, is the old combination Italians and Jews mafia. And that was Bugsy Siegel and Meyer Lansky who started all the casinos. And they sent Bugs out here on his way to Hollywood. He was supposed to go to Hollywood and start getting all the celebrities together and reorganize the Hollywood uh, games and stuff like that. They had in Florida, all the casinos started down in Sarasota and that area because the sheriffs were a little crooked down there. And so they allowed casinos to be built. There was ones in Saratoga up in New York State. And these became the model for the Vegas casinos. And Bugsy borrowed money from some tough people. And he built the first club, the Flamingo, named after his girlfriend. And uh, it became a big deal when that opened up. He went and got all his friends. See, George Raft was one of his boyhood friends. And so George Raft was this Hollywood movie star. So he brought all the stars to start bringing them to come gamble out to Flamingo. It was kind of a hard start to Vegas. But then what they did was they turned it into this incredible city where they built hotels. And with the money from pension funds of all the people, they built this incredible party land, where people just came here and they called it Sin City and they loved it. And they had Frank Sinatra and they had the Rat Pack and they had all this stuff going on here. And then now here comes the 60s and the late 60s, and the Grateful Dead is playing everywhere and starting to go out in America. And when it comes to us playing, most of the time we stayed up in Reno area and played up at the Reno casinos and started playing outdoors at Pyramid Lake. It was a famous show that we did up there. And we realized that outdoors, Nevada liked that when you brought people into the state and they stayed in the hotels and they were a little nicer to us at that point. That started in the early 70s. They started treating us nice, but we still stayed up mostly in northern California, northern Nevada. Now, Bill Graham steps in. Now, Bill, the greatest promoter to us in the world, he said, I'm going to take you guys to the Aladdin, which had a beautiful theater. And so we went and played the Aladdin Theater, and all of a sudden, Vegas opened up to us just a little bit. They started accepting us. Now, let me tell you, this was a very serious state. You didn't want to get arrested here with one joint. It was 10 years in Carson City at the prison, and we knew that. So we were very careful in this state, always careful, because you had to be on your toes here. They didn't tolerate people coming here. They wanted it to be old style. They wanted to be about drinking and partying their style, the way the Rat Pack did. They didn't frown up on smoking weed. And we were a little different. But somehow it started to work. We came back to the Aladdin again a couple of times in the 80s. Then we come here with Steve Miller and all these other acts, and we started filling up Silver Bowl Stadium and became the biggest act here for years, drawing more people than anybody and having these great parties. And it became psychedelicized. And the Silver Bowl was our place. And all this amazing stuff opened up in this town to us. Now, years and years go by, and here we are. This place has become the entertainment capital of the world. And so when Dead and Company are invited to play a thing called the Sphere, which was brand new, that's cutting edge entertainment right there. And it was so special, so new, such an honor to be asked to go there. And now a place for all of us to meet. So I wanted to come and meet with you. And these are pictures that we're showing of all the wonderful people that I get to talk to. And we're going to do it again tomorrow, Thursday, August 1st, at the Venetian Plaza, where they both come together. Come on upstairs and let's celebrate Jerry's life, celebrate our scene, celebrate all your beautiful faces, all your beautiful tie dyes, all your T-shirts represent all the history of all the things we did. The crew of the Grateful Dead is who I represent. Nothing like it in the world. No band and crew ever did what we did together because we had faith from the Grateful Dead and faith in us. A tough bunch of guys who were ready to take their music anywhere they wanted in the world. And it wasn't easy, guys. We had to face places. And so here to be in Vegas, who was one of the toughest nuts to crack everywhere, to be accepted like this and to be exhilarated. The first night when I saw on the Sphere that logo of ours with the enlightened skull and the lightning bolt through it, I got a tear in my eye and thought about all of my brothers, all of my sisters who worked their lives out for this thing. And you are here to celebrate that and enjoy it. So make this August 1st one of the biggest parties we've ever seen in this town. We'll be together at the Sphere. It'll be a special day. But give thanks also for a place like Las Vegas. It's different than any other city in America. It's different than any other city in the world. And it's getting to become this incredible place where a band like the Grateful Dead now or the Dead and Company can play for this long and show off the genius of where showbiz is going for entertainment. I mean, you not only get a great band playing, but the experience of seeing what you see in the Sphere come to life. All the places we played, Barton Hall, 77, is live again. The pyramids in Egypt, we're the only band to play at these places, man. And it gave my heart a thump to see all that beauty come together inside there in that Sphere. It is a moving thing and something you'll never forget. And I'm so glad to see you all, generational, bringing your kids, bringing your families, bringing your grandmothers. Every generation comes here, the greatest generation, the baby boomers, the millennials, the Gen X's, the Gen Y's, and it just never stops. And we're all here together. And this is what it's about. People from every state in the union that we played in. This is an American thing. And it's something for the whole world to love and see. And people are coming from everywhere in the world, too. I've talked to people here from all over the globe. And that's what we represent. We are ambassadors of a new age that's coming. And this is the kickoff to it. This is all part of it. So every time that you come here to celebrate, remember that. It's a beautiful thing. And, right now, I want you to see these are some friends we've made here. And they have a hotel here that's suited almost to you if you want to ever come here on any other reason or anything, or right now stay at this place and see what it's like there because they represent the way Vegas is, where anything goes in a way, as long as you're a decent person and you can hang and you can show your good side, it opens up to you in a beautiful way now. It's changing and metamorphosing all the time, like any great place does. You want to run that for me,
weed anywhere
Jerry?
in different hotels. Like, there's different hotels, don't get me wrong, everyone wants to go for the name, but what about the experience? And we offer that experience on top of plenty more other experiences. Come to the pool. Come to the pool, go to the garden, smoke. You can go and have your munchies in the garden. You can come out, have a drink, and then it's topless. So it's like you're kind of getting everything. And then we have TVs, so we're playing a game. Like, who wouldn't want to come here?
You see, that represents the new spirit of this place. They're open and accepting. For them to make marijuana legal here was such a great move. And then now to be trying to figure it all out, because everybody who comes here wants to have the experience of everything that Vegas offers. So go to the Lexi. They're great people and they'll take good care of you. Just tell them Big Steve sent you and they'll take really good care of you. They are wonderful people. They're right off the strip. They're not a place that everybody, you can't bring youngsters there, but it is a great adult place for partying. And there's the code right there. You can do that. And don't forget to give us a check and give us a thumbs up if you like this show, and also subscribe and get your friends to subscribe so we can build this thing. And this is our way of communicating. This is a step farther than the radio show, even, because we can show you pictures. I can talk to you about people and explain who they were, because this is about history. And this is going to weave the history of the world together, just like Las Vegas represents that. It grew with America. It grew with the way it was needed to be. And it now is a beautiful, sacred place to me because I got to meet all of you and have moments where you could tell me how the radio show has affected you and how listening to me helps your family. I love that so much, and that's what it's all about for me. So I want to thank each and every one of you for your contribution. The audience invented themselves along with the crew and the band of this amazing scene that we've built. And look how it goes around the world and touches everyone's heart, because it's about good stuff. It's based around a lot around Jerry and his attitudes toward the world and people. You guys know all about him. I don't have to tell you. You can ask me any questions you ever want. We're going to start answering them on here and get to the heart of this scene and figure it out together, because I got you and you got me. And that's what this is about, a beautiful friendship, a beautiful thing that comes along with this great music legacy. And enjoy it, because it's for you. Whatever age you are, you're not too late.
Steve, I'm going to play a video of you talking to some people that I think the fans will enjoy.
Good. Thank you. Do that. Let me see that.
My name's Steve as well.
Amy?
Yeah. My sister Amy. I'm Steve.
Sister Amy?
Steve, John.
Yeah. These are your kids?
Yeah, man. Multi-generational.
Very nice to you.
I'm seven. Thank you. I wish my wife was here.
Where is she?
She's at home. Taking care of the
Philadelphia
dog.
area.
Well, yeah, right? Of course, man. That's more important. But, man, Florida, man, it makes me laugh. When I see weed ain't legal there, everybody used to smoke so much weed there, they'd grow it. It was everywhere. And there was no problems ever. Floridians can handle anything. My dad bailed me out of there, boy, he kicked my ass. He paid 25 years I was looking at, man. He paid a judge off in those days, $5,000.
That's a lot.
Walking down the steps, he kicked me so hard in the butt, I rolled down the steps. He said, "You fucking jerk, there goes your college money."
Seriously.
And I said, "Thanks, Dad." He said, "What are you going to do now?" I said, "I'm going to the Grateful Dead. I'm going back."
I listened to you in Canada.
You know, we went to Canada so many times, but we got arrested every single time we went up
So
there.
you're not allowed up anymore?
You got kicked out of Canada.
No, still not
banned?
yet. Last time I went there, we're good, man.
Way up in northern BC, yeah.
You doing all right? You having a good time?
Yep. You're up Mount Sidney Drink over there, Ontario.
We're missing you, man. We really miss you here. We're missing you, brother.
So much love out in this universe, and it is so important what you're doing. And I just want to tell you how much I appreciate it. We lost our brother-in-law unexpectedly earlier this year, and we went to his funeral. We're coming back from the airport, tuned you in, and we could just feel the love coming through. And it was just the perfect perfect thing that we needed in that moment. And so just know how what you're doing is so important. You put so much love out there.
Because I've been through some tough stuff,
Yes.
no question about it, but I was able to take it, and then I was able to help all my friends.
Yes, yes.
And so this is an extension of all that. And I had no idea how many people this affected,
Yes.
So being up here since day one when they started down there,
Yeah.
I get to talk to you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, that really shows it. The love is here. And I hope to see you all tomorrow when we throw a party for Jerry, a beautiful, wonderful Jerry. And the heart and soul of Las Vegas is now open to all of us. And look at the Grateful Dead are being honored at the Kennedy Center. I mean, this is a real amazing time in history because it's a new age is coming. A new age of thinking is coming. Open your hearts, open your mind, and you'll see it. It'll happen. Be brave, be strong, and stay healthy. That's the main thing. And that's what we're about, keeping you healthy, keeping you happy. Smoky Grizzly Peak is safe. Just do it with your own level of what you want. Remember that. You seek and find inside you. Your body knows, your mind knows where your balance is. Go with what you feel. Go with your instincts. Live life to the fullest. Don't just ignore things. Live them and love them and help people. And you'll see what it does for you. It makes you feel so good. Thank you all so much for listening. Love you all. We're going to just run a couple of things right now to take us out. But it's been wonderful talking to you. I'll see you next week. And tune in to the Big Steve Hour on Sirius at Thursdays at 2 p.m. West. And I love you guys. Take care.
Something big is about to happen. Unfortunately, we got the wheel. I told you. Look, we got the wheel, man. Did I call it? I said something big is about to happen.
Wheels have been activated. Press the button to spin the wheel. I can't wait to see you get your bonus. Push the spin button to begin. There you go. Big money. Big money.
Big money. Come on. Get out of here, man. I'm not too busy. Yeah. 10 times cash. 10 times. I won 1,100 bucks just now, man. 10 times multiplier, man. Look at this. Look at this. I think it's just 11,000 pennies. I won 11,000 pennies.
Okay, slay.
We're starting a whole new thing, and it's all about Jerry's wellness, his caring about you going into the future. It's something that I am doing in conjunction with his daughters and his family. And it's a product that we've come up with. And it's Jerry Garcia CBD. They're gummies. They're great flavors. And it starts right there in telling you the love Jerry had for you guys. As his roadie for so many years, I know how much he cared about the audience. This comes in a tincture and a beautiful peach gummy. This is the special thing of all, the pain cream. It works so well. It's incredible. You put it on any ache or pain anywhere on your body. It does something for you that is so amazing. You can always tell you got the authentic stuff by the Jerry Garcia signature and the Jerry Garcia handprint.